I haven't made many videos on the DVR through TiVo, and I need to. I need to make a review video like I do with most DVRs that I have. But this is a feature that actually just got added a couple of days ago, and they're just now sending out the messages to letting everyone know, and that's what this video is about. I really like the TiVo. We got it about... Okay, I thought it stopped my video there for a second. We got it about a year ago. It'll be a year in April because we buy our yearly plan for the TiVo service. It's I think it's $12.50 a month when you break it down yearly, um, and that covers as many rooms as you need, not just one box. And the cable company only charges us $2 to have a TiVo because it's our own equipment versus their equipment, which is like what, 25 going now. Um, you got your DVR, which is $10, and then you have your high definition, which is $10, and then you have, because high definition DVR, it's a box feature. It's not a channel feature because we have high definition here for free. So there's your $10, and then do you want whole home? Do you want to be able to pause the video in one room and resume in another? Well, that's an extra $5. So you're $25. So instead of all that, we just use TiVo, which cable company charges us $2 for access to give TiVo access to the channels, and then we pay TiVo $12.50 a month. That's what it breaks down to. We pay yearly for the service, which covers all of our rooms. I think up to 6. I think the box itself can't handle any more than 6, and I don't know. I could be wrong there. It might only be 4. You can run as many rooms as you want, but only 4 at one time. Let's just put it that way. So skip mode is something new to the TiVo, which is basically what I wanted to show off today because this has just made the TiVo 100 times better. Let me show you the guide. This was a recent update that they released, where you can see pictures for each channel. Some channels don't have pictures, but you have a picture for the channel's logo. That makes finding things a whole lot easier. Like there's Fox News that I don't really watch anymore, but whatever. And then you have, let's see, how do I do this? I can't remember. Info. Here's your tuners. So Reba's recording on 2 of those. Apparently 2 others are still watching Reba. And some sort of flip-flop, something. And no TVs are actually using these. They're grayed out. You can see they're not being used. The red ones are actually recording. And then the Kelly file is the 6th tuner, which is the one I'm on. So that's cool. Looks like it's recording the same show, one in high definition and one not. That would not be a TiVo problem. That would be a user problem because someone, won't mention names, doesn't know how to program shows to record. So let's get to the point. Let's get to the point of what I'm going to show you today. On several of these recordings, you'll notice a green skip logo. Actually, on almost all of them. Not every program supports it just yet, but almost all of them. Skip is a new feature that you just press this button here, really simple, and it will skip through your commercials for you. No fast forward, oh, too far, rewind, none of that. It just does it. So let's go to Workaholics here. I haven't watched this show in years. Okay, let's see. Hit the red button to change the sorting. Nope. Yep, there we go. And so these are the ones that I've actually recorded that are actually on the DVR. The other ones were like Netflix. You could watch them, any of them, but I just want to show you the ones that I've recorded. So we're just going to go to, actually I'm just going to go to the oldest here, which I haven't watched any of these. It's high definition, so I'll play it. And you'll see skip available. Press green to channel up during a commercial break. So this is actually the show. So I'm going to fast forward manually through the show a little bit here, just to kind of. I'm just doing a 30-second skip every few seconds here, just to see until it goes to a commercial, pretending like I'm watching it. Basically, I don't, just assume that I'm watching it in really fast time. So we're gonna go up here. Okay, so now it's gone to a commercial. So all I got to do is just hit this button here, and it has skipped all the commercials, and it's going right back into the show. And there you go. And there it is. So it works on almost any program, not all programs, but any program with the skip logo, which appear to be quite a few. There are some here that don't have it, and it could just be that I don't know what defines a skip. I don't know if certain channels have the ability to block it. I know Family Guy does have it available. These are older episodes that I just haven't watched yet. So it may just be that those are so old that it's, not caught up with the new feature. It may just be new shows. I really don't know, because as you can see, this list obviously just recorded, because, there's 16, no, that's 18, 18, 18, 18, 18. And so only like one of those doesn't support skip. Okay, Roseanne too. So only two, but Roseanne is actually it's a rerun. These are reruns, and that's probably reruns. So only the new programs are supporting skip. And I don't know if that's something that, the developers, the creators have to create. They have to do on their own. I really don't know how that works. But I do know that it's working on almost every program that I care about. It worked for American Dad last night. It worked for Family Guy. It worked for The Simpsons. And that's pretty much all I cared about last night. So that's just one of the new features in the new TiVo Roamio Pro. That's the one that I have. TiVo, we've had TiVo in the past, and it was really mediocre service. We were really disappointed for what we had to pay. And they've come a long way, and now they're providing such great features and great stuff for you to just use, and it's way cheaper than everyone else. Everyone else has the same stuff, and they're charging massive amounts. DirecTV has a Genie, which is $25 a month plus $7 per room or $6 per room, which is the system that I previously had before switching to this. And all the Genie does is record 5 shows at once and allows you to pause in one room and resume in the other. And this will do that. I can go up in here to shows, and I don't know of anything that was watched in the other room because I don't actually watch TV in the other room, but say how it's made. Nope. Let's see. One of these, here's one. So this one here actually was watched almost to the end or all the way to the end. You can tell it by this bar here. And I should be able to resume unless it was watched all the way to the end. So it was watched all the way to the end. I can't actually resume. But if a show was watched halfway through and then paused in another room, I would be able to resume that from any TV, which is pretty cool in my opinion. This one here should have a few. She watches this a lot. Here's one. So this one here, as you can see, only about a quarter way watched, and I should be able to go in and actually resume playing or from the beginning. Whole home DVR, right there you go. That works in any room with any TiVo Mini. They all connect to the main box through Mocha. Mocha is a internet over coax that the TiVo creates. And I could pick up right there. I'm not going to interrupt what she was watching and mess up, all that, so I'm not going to click it. But actually that one, look, as well, also supports skip. So that's pretty cool. So that's the newest features in the TiVo. By the way, another battery warning on my phone. Let me just flip my Mophie on here so this will go away. Alright, so another great thing that I like about the TiVo are your apps, which are right here. You got your HBO Go, Amazon Prime, you got your Netflix and YouTube. YouTube's probably my most used app. And it works just like a smart TV without having to fire up the smart TV, because you got to have another remote for all that and blah, blah, blah. I have one remote. I actually have 2 of these. One for my desk and one for my bed because, I don't keep up with remotes very well. But they're both the same thing. They're both IR, so, it doesn't have to be in line of sight. It can be in another room and it would still work. And looks like is this American Truck Simulator? Looks like he's flipping. So I can actually just click this. I don't know whose video this is. Shout out to this guy, whoever he is. Thanks for letting me use your video, even though you didn't, but okay. So yeah, there you go. He's okay. That looks like a great driver. So yeah, YouTube right here on the TV, and well, actually, I just, yeah, okay, rewound. That was great. So I'm back out here, and now you can, go back to my list, and you can do anything. You can go to your subscriptions, my uploads. You can look at my most recently uploaded videos. Oh my goodness. Here's a video that I never actually released, so you can watch that. So yeah, YouTube on the TV, and it works so flawlessly. It also works with AirPlay, which is not AirPlay. I don't know how to explain it. Like the same technology that the Google Chromecast uses. This can use that. So in your YouTube app, you will see TiVo as an option instead of Chromecast. You'll actually see both, but if you have both. But works perfectly fine. And so that's actually how I do it in the other rooms, because I don't want to have to go fishing through all these settings to go into YouTube. I can actually do it straight from watching live TV. If I knew where my iPad was, I would demo that, but whatever. I can go live TV and just instantly, when I hit it on my phone, it instantly goes into YouTube. You don't got to click any kind of buttons, any kind of anything. It has a lot of integration with an app as well, so you can use your phone as a remote, or you can schedule recordings from anywhere from the app, and it'll just do it. I feel like a TiVo salesman at this point. I honestly am not being paid by TiVo one bit, but I love the service. And I just feel like I need to tell you guys about it, because I've got a video up of the DirecTV Genie, and a lot of you guys are commenting on it, some good, some bad. And, I enjoy hearing your opinions. I enjoy having your questions. And I thought, you know what? I really haven't talked about the TiVo. And that's what I'm using now. I like the TiVo a lot better than I like the DirecTV Genie, because DirecTV's prices are too high. We after our first year with DirecTV, we had some issues. Our price just kept going up and up and up, and the point when we disconnected, we were at $180 a month. Yes, we had the biggest package they offered. We also have the biggest package cable offers. But the biggest issue we were having is 3 rooms, which were $6 a room, and then the HD, DVR, TiVo Genie, bullcrap, everything, $25 a month. So, a good portion of our bill was accounted in receiver fees for leased equipment that didn't always work flawlessly. And then you have to worry about getting a signal with a satellite dish. And the biggest issue that we had among all of this was that we were dumb enough to sign a 2-year contract. We were locked into it. There's nothing we could do. And cable company come up and they're like, hey, switch to us. We will pay the early termination. Get you out of it. Come on over. So we did. And we haven't looked back. And I tell you what, I realize the cable company goes up after the first year. I think it's going to go up by $50. That's about what they told us. And I've dealt with this cable company in the past, and I know how they work. So I'll just call in and threaten to cancel, and they'll put me back on this price. And if they don't, then I'll just cancel, and I'll order a whole new account on this price. We're paying $103 a month. That includes every channel offered, high definition, the TiVo, which obviously, like I said, is only $2 a month through cable. Then you have internet and telephone included in that price. All that. And the only extra fee that we have, other than that, is the $12.50 a month is what it breaks down to for the TiVo service itself, which is paid through TiVo's website. If you have any questions about the TiVo, you want to hear more information about it, you want to see a certain feature, feel free to leave a comment. I will try and get back to you guys. Maybe I'll make a new video if it's good enough and feature worthy and whatever. I'm liking what we've got here, and for the price, you really can't beat what you're getting. And I just love it. This is on par with the new Hopper thing where you hop through the commercials. And up until this point, I don't think any other company had released such a feature, which kind of was a big deal. Like, it had me considering Dish Network. Even though Dish Network is probably one of the worst companies you could ever deal with, it had me considering them just for that simple feature. And now it's on the TiVo. Now I've got everything I need and everything I wanted right here for way less. So I highly recommend the TiVo. I have the TiVo Roamio Pro. It records 3,000 hours, but I mean, you can get whichever one you need or which one you like. Actually, I think they discontinued all the other ones, so sadly, you may only be able to get the Pro. The equipment is kind of a big upfront cost, but I mean, after I think it was a year and a half, is how I broke it down. A year and a half, it's paid for itself, and all the fees that you would have saved from not having to pay the satellite company their monthly bullcrap. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll try to get some more up for you soon. Hopefully, I'm going to have a really nice vehicle review. I'm working on one. I've set aside a little time, and a little bit more than I have been anyway. And so we got a car review coming up soon. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And unfortunately, it's a car I've already reviewed. It's just a year newer. That's all the hints you're getting for now. See you guys later.